definitely want to chat about this because this is kind of a topic I wanted to bring up organically like a few times that didn't really. It was kind of weird for me to start talking. Are you guys ever dating your D and just want to like videotape it? Like there was no real smooth transition to that, and this provides that opportunity.
Yeah. We'll hold off on it. We'll let it happen organically as we start here at the Middle Classholes. Fox, Alan, Murr. Don't worry, I didn't get the stuff, the incriminating shit. Don't worry about that. We got Tiger, we got Rovers, we got blood alcohol level, we got a woman getting shit canned from her. Was it her kid gets kicked out of school because she's has her own porn page?
Yeah. I mean, is OnlyFans really porn? I mean, the obvious answer is yes. But, I mean, can't we all pretend it's not and just continue with life? There's no other reason for OnlyFans to exist. There's no reason to have a paid membership, subscription-only viewership service on the internet unless there's a nipple or a ball sack hanging out somewhere.
We should frame it like a titty Etsy. You know what I mean? It's like craft, you know. It's just like it's Jen from the Midwest's fucking craft, fucking titty pictures. That's it. Do you want to buy titty pictures from this bitch, or I mean this lady? Apologies, okay. Or would you like to buy titty pictures from this one? It's the same as like those Live, Laugh, Love wooden signs. You know what I mean? Do you want to buy them from the chick you went to high school with, or some rando at the farmer's market? It's still a Live, Laugh, Love sign. You know what I mean? I think that's how we got to frame it. Just all I'm saying. I agree with you, Mur.
There was
we should take this seriously.
Friend of mine who had gotten into something. This is probably 10 years ago, where it's like paid membership can back out immediately. Okay, I think it was like $40 or $30 a month, but you could back out and get your money back. But you had, I think it was something like, granted you like a week or two weeks worth of free, free moving around. Now I don't know the ins and outs. I was hungover. I didn't get into the details of it. I wasn't really curious as to how he got scammed, but it was one of those things where it was probably like a 7-day turnaround to get your money back. I think that's how it worked. And then in doing so, had to then explain to his wife why they were $40 short in their bank account, because he's was relatively irresponsible, and she got to see each and everything he spent money on. Oh. And he was like arguing with her on the phone, and he was like, "Isn't she being a bit ridiculous?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. I think anyone who pays for pornography this day and age, I think the problem is you."
I'm going to take both sides on this one, and I hate to straddle the fence in such a way, but like me and my wife, we have separate credit cards. We have the same bank account. Okay. So it's like, don't buy stupid shit. Pay off the credit card. I don't look at her credit card bill. She doesn't look at mine. And it works out. It works out fine. Because I don't want her like, "Oh, what'd you order from Amazon? What was this?" Like, I don't know. It was just some dumb shit that I wanted. I work hard and I paid $15. I don't need you to ask me questions about it. Let me enjoy this thing.
I gave Wes $50 to promote the podcast. Shut up. All right.
Yeah.
God, we're working here.
Yeah. And I'm able to I'm not even hiding purchases like that. It's just like we have created an environment where we're just not inadvertently snooping on each other. Now, should he have been paying $40 for pornography? No. Should she have been asking him what he spent the $40 on pornography for? No. They're both wrong and they're both right.
Well, I do get your point. My point is that what, even 10 years ago in 2011, what wasn't available that didn't satisfy your porn palette online? Even 10 years ago, the creme de la creme was out there, and it's only gotten exponentially better with each and every year, and better depending upon who you talk to. That's each and everything is out there, and it's free.
Maybe he's into some dark stuff, man. You don't know. Like, I mean, look, I'm not gonna venture to guess. Is all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
I will.
Films like 8mm exist. People are into that shit. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
I will venture.
You don't know.
I will venture to guess.
Okay.
I don't think it was dark shit. I think it was. He was only getting like what'd you say?
little pee-pee stuff.
Yeah,
little gold shower. That's weird, but it's okay.
Oh, I think you meant golden shower. I thought you meant people with
Oh,
little,
you mean
little wieners.
Oh, well, it could be little wieners. Hey, man, look, judgment-free zone here, like I said.
Right. No, I think he was getting like 15 to 30-second snippets of a particular actress, if you want to use that word,
okay.
Performer, and he wanted the whole shebang. He wanted 30-minute videos, 60-minute videos, full, not this, trying to satisfy yourself within 30 to 45 seconds at a time.
Judge an actress by her full performance. I understand.
Yeah,
makes sense.
So I don't think dark shit.
Okay, now here is the thing. Okay, and obviously we're talking about OnlyFans a little bit here. See, to me, having an OnlyFans subscription, is that okay? It's once removed, but is it still kind of a form of cheating? Like, because porn, standard porn that you're talking about, free on the internet, go to a site, boom, there it is. I mean, billions upon billions of hours. You could not live a full lifetime and consume all the pornography that is readily available for free on the internet. But the OnlyFans stuff and these paid subscriptions where like you can like chat with the person, like, hey, you see that screwdriver on your nightstand? Hey, why don't you grab that for a second? Like
a turn.
Why don't you screw in some things? Why don't you get to work? Get a few drywall nails and hang some pictures.
Hey, you see that IKEA desk in the corner? Why don't you put that together for me? It just seems wildly personal when you're doing like the paid subscription to see one person and possibly like live chat communicate with them. Like when it's so personable through the live chat, is that a form of cheating? Because I can understand how a significant other would be a little perturbed by that.
Yeah, I certainly think that. And what's the name of this website that we keep referencing?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, and I don't want to kill the lead, but I certainly would have, from what I've been told, is that the people who subscribe to the stuff, who pay money for the stuff, want that intimate one-on-one without actual connection. This is they don't either they've watched so much pornography from Pornhubs and all the other websites in the world, they're basically tapped out on it, and they want this interaction as if they're talking to someone. And it's probably people who are pretty lonely. Is that cheating? I don't know. That would probably be up to the significant other that this person is quote unquote cheating, if you want to call it that. I don't know. I really have an opinion on that. I think that's up to the couple, though.
Alan?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're obviously walking a line. I also think it's like I guess there's a portion of the population that's like Wes said, that's like they've kind of exhausted the normal avenues and they just want something a little different. I also think like Wes alluded to in the beginning, like he had a buddy that wanted to see one actress. You know what I mean? I think that's probably part of it too. It's like, oh, there's that girl I've seen on the internet and she gets naked for $5. So yeah, I'll just check that. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's just I think the bigger thing is it's a new mode of consumption for porn. And people are just like, that's cool. But
I guess
you are totally right. It walks a line depending on your interactions with.
Yeah.
I guess if it's like a celebrities page, it's a little more innocent than if it's like the Hooters waitress that, gave you dinner the night before and was like, oh, and check me out on OnlyFans. And she drops you like a card with her account on there. And then all of a sudden you're paying like $5.99 a month to watch her get ready for work. Like that, because now you can be in contact with that person. You know who they are. It's so personal that it's almost like even if they're not reciprocating, you're striking up a relationship with that person. But I don't blame these people that have found a way to make money off of douchey, horny men.
Yeah,
it just seems like I'm gonna be twiddling my button anyway. So if you want to watch and pay me $5 a month, then hey, come on in, baby.
I'm pretty sure there's dudes on there doing it too, making money
and couples.
Yeah, couples.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, it's supply and demand. If there wasn't a demand for it, people wouldn't pay for it. Voila.
It's just a different avenue of consumption. It's what I say. You can find whatever you want, I'm sure, on OnlyFans, the same as you can find on any of the other vaunted free websites out there. Mm-hmm. It's just, different.
I know, but there's so many freaks out there. It makes me wonder what I could just record myself doing that they'd get off on, and then I could just make money on the side just for doing it. Like, oh yeah, you want to watch me shave my beard? Watch this. Ooh, I'm going to snip all the little grays out because they're kind of pokey today. Ooh. And just literally do that voice the whole time. As stupid and ridiculous as this. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, I got me a little blackhead. You want to watch me? There's that whole pimple popper thing. That whole show. There's an entire show dedicated to squeezing shit out of people's faces. Ooh, you want to watch me get this infection out of my epidermis? Ooh, watch it.
It's like the ASMR shit, Yeah, like that's just making noises into a microphone very closely, and people pay for that shit. So yes, Mur, there's something. I believe that there is something you can do to put on OnlyFans to make some money.
I feel like I was born for that.
I think the middle class holes needs an OnlyFans. For what I'm hearing.
Watch me. I'm gonna churn some oatmeal real slowly.
It's really weird.
Real slowly and seductively.
It'll be mowing the lawn in like fucking jean shorts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. General middle class hole stuff.
Alan, me and you do it urbanly though, just across the sidewalk.
Yeah. No, we like power watch the stoop or something, but in tank tops. It'll be good.
Oh God. Well, where do we go from there?
Probably down.
We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to bring up that site again because we need to kill our lead here. Oh man, hey, where is it? Is the moment you heard about Tiger flipping his car? Is that going to be one of those? I knew where I was when I heard that type things down the road.
Yeah, he didn't die.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I agree with Alan on that.
Yeah, like if he dies like 2 days from now, then maybe. But I've kind of already forgotten where I was. So
Okay. Fair enough.
Probably not. Yeah.
Do you remember where you were when you heard that Kobe passed away?
Yes.
Yeah, I think. No, I don't know. Maybe. Probably here.
I was at work and I got like I've got all these different news apps on my phone and they started firing off, and I was just like, Kobe Bryant involved in a helicopter. I was like, oh shit, people don't survive helicopter crashes. I hope he's okay. And then within seconds, it was like, holy shit. Yeah, that sucked. I don't like talk about the Kobe thing. That actually still hurts. Like, it's not like I knew Kobe or anything, but Kobe was the same age as me. So it's just, I don't know. I remember I had this joke when I was in high school or leaving high school. I was like, yep, one day I will make more money than Kobe Bryant. And, obviously Kobe became who the fuck Kobe became. And I still will never make as much money as Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, why would you say such a thing? What the fuck was it? What are you, fucking just beaming with confidence at 17?
No, I was just being a smartass. Like, there's this guy who will immediately be a millionaire and I will have no chance. And it just kind of makes you reflect on your life and your decisions and the things you've dedicated yourself to and the hopes and dreams and wishes that you might have. And then there's this guy that's like your peer that's going to be just, doing things that you could never hope to dream of.
Yeah, I kind of feel so. You graduated 97. I'm 01. Alan, you're 04. Mm-hmm. Okay, probably more so in our wheelhouse is when you had the All-American game basketball, and I'm talking about basketball, where guys were getting drafted out of high school at a rapid rate. I mean, like sometimes 2, 3, 4 of the lottery picks were high schoolers. So I remember the hot ticket high schoolers that were getting drafted when I was getting out of high school, thinking like, God damn, these guys are going to be fucking pros. These guys are going to sign signing bonuses. They're going to piss away half their money on shit that they don't need. Oh God, that sounds amazing. That sounds great. They're going to have an apartment and a house. Whew, and a bitch or two. Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Or how many cities are in the NBA? One in each, baby.
Right.
82.
Right. Oh man, but no, I was all just damn near. I don't know. I didn't get drawn to tears when I heard about Tiger, but it certainly. Immediately, people, is he going to golf again? Do you think he'll play again? Like, yeah, I'm sure he will play, but I mean, is that like a round of golf with his son? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about at a PGA Tour level competing for championships or for his tour card? I don't know, man. I mean, it's to be determined. But Murr, you were shaking your head. Yes. What do you think? They're going to do like a leg swap and amputation?
No. Well, that was the first thing. Unlike Kobe, like, is he alive? It was more with Tiger. It's like, is this so bad he'll never play again? Now, I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard. I've heard what they've done to his leg, but I mean, shit, we just watched Alex Smith fucking, go out on an NFL football field after whatever meat chunk that is below his knee, thanks to the shin splints recovery group. He's back on the field, and that's amazing. And I wouldn't think somebody like that be able to play football. So from what I know of golf, obviously at the professional level, you need every piece of your body to work properly, but a lot of it's core. So depending on which leg it is, I don't know which one it was, the front or the back on his stance. I don't know.
I think it was front and back of both of them that were hurt in some
okay, that's
form or
problematic. No, but I thought one of them was really fucked. I thought it was the fibia and tibia in one leg, and they rods and screws, and they had to. My thing wasn't even the rods and the screws. I was just like, okay, all right, they're fixing it up. And it's like, and then they had to cut through the muscle. I'm like, son of a bitch, that's gonna make it difficult. That's the hard part. Is once you start cutting through quadricep, then the recovery time lengthens steadily, especially 45.
They call that something, that procedure where they slice in order to alleviate pressure from swelling. I can't remember. It's compartmental syndrome, or am I making this up?
No, that sounds right.
You fucked.
That sounds right. That sounds like it would be a thing.
I think that I don't know if it's a syndrome. I think it is compartment syndrome, where you're swelling to a point where they need to make incisions in the tissue in order for your skin to expand for the swelling, because it's not going to stop no matter how much ice or whatever they do. And that's but also this was his not too far removed from his sixth back surgery. And I think this was relatively routine, if you want to consider any back surgery routine. I don't. I think anytime you get down face first on the surgeon's table, could be problems, surgical or otherwise. I don't know, man. I don't. He may make an appearance or two on the Champions Tour, and then he may play some Masters first rounds like Jack and Gary Player do. I don't see him competing on the PGA Tour at any high level ever again.
I think he will. They're just going to have to adjust for his handicap.
Oh. Huh. Too soon. Too soon.
Terrible.
I got one more.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You think he wants a mulligan on that drive?
Terrible.
Awful. Thank you, Rich. Rich at work. He was responsible for those two jokes. Thank you, Rich.
Hey, Murr, I got some content for you for the podcast. All right, you ready?
Got two zingers. Write these down.
Murr probably was like, all right, I'm going to half-ass pay attention to the first one. Oh, shit, that ain't half bad. All right, give me number two.
That's pretty good.
No, the first one he gave me was the handicap one. And I was like, oh, that is pretty good. Yeah, no, he's going to make the lineup. They're just going to have to adjust for his handicap. I was like, oh, that's so well layered. Well done, sir. So give me another one. He gave me 5. Those were the 2.
The only one I heard was, do you think he should have pulled putter instead of driver?
Terrible.
That's bad. It's bad, man. This guy...
Too soon. Because
rods in his legs. Probably not going to walk for the next 6 months, at least without some sort of assistance or walker or cane or something like that. I wish him... I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. The PG... I know his career was... I wouldn't say coming to an end, but this is the twilight. We can agree he wasn't going to be competitive for 3 or 4 years from now. But this may be an end of that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is it, or does this completely motivate him to make if he's able to make his legs solid? Mm-hmm. Is this the motivation to say fuck you to the West Foxes of the world?
Well, I just don't think okay. First of all, I don't think the Tiger Woodses of the world need any motivation. Every day that guy wakes up, he's a fucking animal. He doesn't need some schlep middle class dickwad 20 handicap like myself to sit here on my podcast and go, I don't think I'm going to come back. And Tiger's sitting in his bed like, I'm coming back, that fucker. That's not. So I guess you're talking about, figuratively speaking, he has to know there's naysayers and doubters. I don't think he feeds off of that. I don't think he, not personally. Maybe after the whole domestic incident, but after the back surgeries and things like that, no. I think he wanted to prove to himself.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my man's done. Unfortunately,
yeah.
It is what it is. I think he's, like Murr said, he's the kind of guy you would expect to kind of get back there, but because of his age and because of what we're talking about and because of how the game has changed itself, I think he's done. But he'll come back at some Masters. He'll hit some of the majors that he's automatically invited to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when you put him up in places like Augusta, like, he can still win there. He's proven it. Even with the change in kind of course design and the way the guys play that, he knows how to play it. So I won't count him out for winning, but I don't see him being on the tour and playing as regularly as he was now, which is not very much anyway. Yeah, it's a tragic one, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess my hope was just over the next 10 years, he would maybe pick off 3 or 4 more just here and there, just show up, like 4 weekends over the next 10 years and be able to just
hijack
and just put it to rest. Yes, I'm the best fucking golfer that there ever was. Eat my ass.
Then that's the only real hang up that would differentiate him from Jack. I mean, I still think Tiger's the greatest golfer that's ever lived. Majors aside, the thing of it is, and this has gotten I don't want to say under my skin, but it's been kind of this media frenzy about finding the next Tiger, and you think about since about 2009, they tried to do it with McIlroy, they tried to do it with Spieth, and they tried to do it with Dustin Johnson, then they tried to do it with Koepka, and what we've all learned is that it's incredibly fucking hard to win majors consistently. Even now, probably even more than ever, because the tour's so fucking loaded with talent and guys who do not only do it week in and week out, but you get some people who put together 4 good rounds out of fucking nowhere and really are kind of never heard from again on the PGA Tour, other than some minor events here and there. So it's really hard, and they've tried. God, they've desperately wanted. I'm not talking about an African American golfer who's successful, which they probably love, or someone from a foreigner, someone from an Asian country or something like that. But they've tried anyone to have that type of consistency, and they can't do it.
Well, I mean, because of Tiger, they changed the courses around. Everybody elevated their game. I mean, everybody's playing with the most sophisticated technology that's crafted to their body type and swing style and all that. So, I mean, the whole thing is the PGA did exactly what a good business is supposed to do, and they modified the sport to where it's competitive, to where anybody at that level can win week in, week out. And it's just, it's because of Tiger they got to that point. And so, yeah, they made it harder for a reason so that they wouldn't have it. It's weird because they made it so hard that they wouldn't have another Tiger, yet they desperately need another Tiger because they need ratings, and Tiger gave them that.
Yeah. I mean, he changed everything. Like you said, you touched on everything. The equipment, the courses, the layout, everything.
The sponsorships.
The
boo-koo dollars. I mean, those guys made good money prior to Tiger. I would say from the start of the high-profile TV era, which was the late 70s. Those guys were starting to make decent money on even shitty early 80s commercials. Hi, I'm Lee Trevino. Wouldn't you like to drive a Chrysler? All right, come on down. So anyway, well, best of luck, speedy recovery, etc., etc. What do you want? I got a time frame here. We got a show to run.
That was a really tight ending.
I know. Our storied history of tributes is just it's They're standing up to themselves. We haven't let ourselves down yet.
Did you guys see did you see the rover, the Range Rover land on Mars and drive around?
Yes, I did. It was good. I wondered how they got it up there, but they find a way.
I'm not like downgrading the accomplishment or anything, but they've done it several times now. How did you think they got it up there?
Well, no, I was just fucking around. But what I did notice is this one is huge. Like you mentioned, they've done it before, but they've sent like a large remote control car up there. This is legitimately like the size of a car.
Yeah, it's probably the size of a Range Rover. It's like an SUV.
Yeah,
I tell you what I like about it is that they've done stuff like this before. Mars, the moon's a little bit different because they've sent camera crews up there. But I feel like they've sent probes and satellites to some of the other like the gas planets, and you just get back these like, oh, we have high definition photos. Like I can't make out what that is. That makes it looks like nothing. Here it looks like I planted myself on a lawn chair and did a panoramic view of Mars, and it came back to me probably better than my eyes could see it. Now there's nothing shocking. It's a red planet. I've been told that. I watched that Matt Damon movie with The Martian, which was filmed on Mars. So, I mean,
obviously,
I have a pretty good idea of what I'm looking at. It's incredible to view. That's all.
Good. I'm glad you're finally coming around.
To what?
You fucking shit all over everything space all the time. I'm just saying, I'm glad to finally hear you speaking positively of a human achievement involving a planet in our solar system.
This is what we call, this is in the debunking community, this is what we call a straw man. So you're telling me I shit on everything space. No, I don't shit on everything space. I shit on all of your alien meme.
I don't know, man. I think you've been pretty anti-space guy since we started this. Like, I can't think of a space-related topic that you've been like, yep, that's great.
Elon Musk saying there would be no rules on Mars.
I think you like the imaginary scenario that I crafted with Timothy Oliphant.
Yes, anarchy.
Not so much of the actual Mars part.
That was more politics than space.
Yeah. You really got into my fake script that I'm writing.
Yeah, and you really tried to nail me to a fucking board when I talked about putting a fucking moon base out there or having a fucking Jewish space laser from the wheel of cheese above our heads. You got all up in me about that.
You offer me no choice. You talk about a fucking space laser from the moon. What am I supposed to do? Sit here and applaud your some Plan 9 from outer space crafted horseshit that you came up with? I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. All right, listen, I would argue that a laser on the moon is wildly more fascinating and amazing than a Range Rover on Mars. At least there's like something functional. We can actually do something with a laser beam on the moon. Well, okay, yeah, we got some pretty pictures. I love Mars. I love the space travel aspect of it. I love human ingenuity and the ability to do hard things. I also think it would be equally hard to put a fucking laser beam on the fucking moon that could blast Thailand off the map if they get out of line. I think that would be a much more reasonable use of our resources. At least there's a threat there, okay? An American threat. If you don't like America, then you can go fuck yourself, Wesley Fox.
You're gonna hit him with the "you can get out." No, I think Mer's point is that if there was anyone, like if there was one person that you'd asked us who would have been like, you know what, I took in the Mars sunset the other day from the rover, and it was delightful. It wouldn't be you, like
right, yes.
It would be someone else. Like, we wouldn't think that that's your bag. That comment wouldn't come from you. I'm with Mer on this.
I'm stubborn enough to go back through all of our shows in recent memory, and when you say that I've been anti-space, I've been anti-alien theory and Pentagon flying saucers type, anything of this sci-fi Ed Wood concoctions that you guys have come up with. Now, what I will say is that when there comes to like real science, this type of shit, this exploration stuff, yeah, that's fascinating. That's amazing. They're supposed to send rocks back. It's going to get intercepted by another ship that's going to be coming into Mars's orbit in a couple years, and we're going to get Mars rocks that may build more Range Rovers for the future.
Now, okay, I'm glad that you're jazzed about this. Don't misconstrue what I'm getting at here. I guess my point is that you've been so anti-alien that I don't understand why you're so excited about this form of space exploration, but you're not necessarily excited about like alien forms of exploration. Well, like during the inaugural run of Fun Fact Friday last week, I told you how many stars there are in the universe. Mm-hmm. And, you know, wouldn't it be rather, I don't know, lofty of our own human intellect to believe that there wouldn't be another civilization somewhere amongst those quadrillion stars? There's not another planet with things, creatures, humanoids that have evolved to create space travel. We're doing the same thing. The reason the Matt Damon movie was called The Martian is because we're aliens to the planet Mars. So that means aliens are technically out there. Once we stepped foot on the moon, we became the Martians. We became the aliens.
Wow. I see Alan connecting the dots. Go ahead.
I mean, I love Murr's point. Like he said it very well. The only thing I got is really just semantics, and it's that Martian is an adjective to describe something of Mars specifically.
Yes, I know. You're right.
So when you, that's all. That's my only thing. I'm just being, grammar Nazi over here.
I know. I knew it as soon as I said moon and Martian. I was like, I hope no one picked up on that. And Alan did, and then shit all over my point, just like last week when we were talking about astrology, and I used weather.
Well, that was a bad one.
Yes, it was.
That's just bad. You should have just let that one lie.
Oh, you didn't let it go, so it's fine.
Well, we're not going to be able to get this laser built on the moon, because by the time the ingenuity and the funding for that comes about, these tardigrades are going to be fucking the size of Buicks, and they're going to eat everything. So
that's true.
We're going to have to defend them. We're going to have to have some sort of allied effort in a raid of the moon in order to build this.
Well, I was going to say, according to our favorite congresswoman, MTG, or I think you're missing a critical component, is that our partnership with Israel is really what's going to get us the space laser superiority in space, or the laser superiority in space, I guess. So it'll happen. Like you said, collaboration, a lot of work, a lot of funding, a lot of accounting. I'm sure, and then some moving dollars and cents around, lasers in space.
Listen, when you bring the Israelis and the United States together, all right, you can be like the rebirth of Star Wars. We can build a laser that is powered by the core of our fucking planet.
Here's my question, though. It's not really a question. Are you excited about the rover, or are you excited about the helicopter that's on the rover? That's what I'm excited about, because I've seen shit drive around on Mars. I'm not saying it's old hat, because it's still kind of new, but it is kind of old hat having shit just drive around and all that. Having something actually flying around on Mars, now that's what gets my juices juiced up.
So so they have these solar panels, and so they can only go for so long in terms of power themselves. Then they're basically recycling, getting solar power from the sun, and then just being able to ride around more. And on top of this rover, or connected to this rover, is a small type of drone type thing. Did I read this right? Did I see that right?
Yeah.
It's like a two. It doesn't look like a helicopter that you're used to seeing, but it's got like two blades or something. I don't know if it's because like the Martian atmosphere is different, or if they're like, yeah, this will fit. Like, because a lot of that stuff they send up there, it's a lot of, this will fit. We have to make it a certain size because it's got to get inside this little capsule.
Right.
It's got to survive the slowdown. It's got to survive the little airbag bubble thing that they drop it onto the ground with. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if they know it'll fly, but they're going to try.
It looks like $1 billion droid. Yeah. Drone. Like, not going to lie. I don't know how much it costs. I'm assuming in the billions to put a drone into space. So It's pretty nifty.
You bet. Billions, baby. And just wrap it.
Oh, yeah.
Wrap it in aluminum. The more it's worth, the more aluminum foil you've got to wrap around that fucker.
Look, the way that I figured it is, if we're really going to reach our space dreams and space superiority, we've got to fund it adequately. And so this is where I'm going to give Trumpito a good old thumbs up, because he gave us the Space Force. And if that did anything for us, it allows us to pour billions of unnecessary dollars into space fucking exploration. So, Trumpito, not bad.
Did you coin that phrase, the Trumpito?
No, that's from I got it from another podcast that I listened to.
Okay.
But that is a very Hispanic thing, like to put ito on the end of like people's nouns and shit. So, yeah, Trumpito.
Fair enough. I dig it.
We aren't doctors, but we'd love to take a look at some more of the middle class holes.
Welcome back to the Middle Class Holes. Foxman, Murr, and Alan. Gentlemen, we like to drink. We enjoy it. We talk about boozing out on the weekends, around with our friends. Talk about our past. We talk about our future. Not really, but our future does involve boozing every now and then. And we drink while we're here talking to you all. But recently, here this comes out of Oregon. Police identified a gentleman named Nathan Danzuka, 28, so appears to have set the record by a DUI motorist, clocked in at a .77, more than 9 times the legal limit. They explain how it was a hit-and-run incident about 120 miles southeast of Portland. Upon locating the suspect's vehicle, a Ford Explorer, a cop sought to pull over the driver. He sped away. Then they finally got him. Highly intoxicated. Actually, I didn't realize that they do 3 numbers. Do you realize that they do after the point? It's 3. They can go to the third because it's .778. Anyway, damn. He faces a few charges. Facing multiple charges. Was driving with a suspended license. I'm sure that's the least of his fucking worries. It goes back to say previously the highest blood alcohol level reported on these pages. I don't know what these pages are. The Smoking Gun. .72 reported by an Oregon woman in 2007, and then .708 recorded by a South Dakota woman in 2009. Christ, the ladies fucking getting it in. Well, good for them. I mean, okay. When I worked at University of Maryland, I played softball with a few people who were part of the, I guess, like, I don't even know if it was a substance abuse ward or counseling or something like that. And I had heard some astronomical numbers. I'm talking like .66, .70. And I thought, like, I got absolutely obliterated and did one of those home test ones and blew a .24 once. And I mean, I was fucking shithoused. And I said, .66? Are you fucking kidding me? And here's the thing. This guy said, Wes, you got to understand, these people have been drunk for 2 or 3 decades straight. Literally, they go to bed, they wake up, they crack beers. When they're done cracking beers, they find booze, and then they steal stuff and they buy more booze, etc., etc. And it's wash, rinse, repeat till they go to bed. I get it. I guess if your tolerance is that high, but holy hell, .77 and you sped away from fucking police?
That's the impressive part, because I could get my blood alcohol level up to like .8 if I wanted to, but it would just mean that I'm lying on a floor with a funnel in my mouth and one of you morons dumping fucking Jack Daniels into it. So I could get myself to that point. But I think the impressive part is, even if he wasn't driving well, he was technically driving. He was operating a complicated piece of machinery while his body was damn near 10% alcohol. That's fascinating and awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck, man. I don't know. That's just... How big... Was he a big dude? Does it say what's like... Was he... Does it give some metrics?
No, the photo... I'll tell you what. The photo that they have here is this guy right here. Just kind of...
He's Latino stuff. It's number 1, guys. So tolerance...
Educate us. All right,
tolerance is a little up there. And... ability to reason while intoxicated, very low. Not great. It's yeah, that speaks a lot. But he seems like a slender dude. So that's a lot of booze. But like I said, professional alcoholics, they get it in, and I think that's kind of that's like a built-up tolerance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, but at 28, either he has been putting in some work in his 20s, which would be my guess, or he started at the ripe age in his teen years and not, having 2 or 3 Coors Lights and be like, "Ooh, boy, I feel a little buzz," going to bed. Or the old classic, like, you remember how you had to lean into it, as Mer likes to say, or ease into it, where you take a sip, you go, that sucks, and then do another one, that sucks, and then you get down to like the last, 2 to 3 ounces, and you dread it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like once you get to that point, I don't think you're cracking beers in the morning. Is all I'm saying. I think that I think you might have a beer later on in the day when you're trying to like casually keep the buzz. But I think if you're at that level of alcoholic, you got to like wake up and bang back a couple fucking hard ones just to get right. Figure yourself out, break into some cars, then buy a fucking 40, mosey around, do some thinking. You know what I mean?
What are you thinking about besides your next drink?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's really what you were thinking about. Is just where am I going to get more booze? Where's a good car to break? Where's a good second car to break into? Things of that nature. Yeah.
I can almost respect like a beer drunk, but like because I do agree with what you're saying. Like you gotta start cracking the hard booze if you're trying to get up to that kind of level and sustain it. And what kind of I don't know, man. What kind of self-respecting human is making like I'm assuming he's not mixing it with anything. So if I don't know, maybe if you're just grabbing a glass bottle on the way out the door, imagine how expensive that habit is, though. I mean, I know that you can get some good plastic bottled fucking vodkas and such, and they're pretty cheap. But I don't know, man. That just seems like you would like. What are you doing? Okay, how do you function? How do you have a job to afford the booze that you're drinking all day long? But I don't want to like put my foot on these guys' throat too hard. It's because of individuals like this that liquor stores are in fact essential, and that we got a full year's worth of boozing in us during the pandemic, because we didn't want these people to go into the shaky craze alcohol withdrawal, so we had to allow them to go get their rumple off or whatever the fuck's in that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's the kicker, is like they don't. It's not high shelf shit that we're talking about here. Like, look, like me and a fraternity brother of ours that I will leave unnamed, like our pregame, and actually I think there were some people whose houses we were no longer welcome at, because we used to come pregame with a single fucking bottle of Kentucky Gentleman and a 2-liter of Coca-Cola, and just start banging back shot. You know how much that costs? Like fucking $15. If you're in the right spot, it can cost you like 12. So it can be done,
right? There are
very
certain
economically
panhandles of the country that the Kentucky Gentleman might waver by $2 or $3. I think the thing I like to cue in on is that you don't wake up one day, even as a social drinker or a weekend warrior or someone who likes to have 3 or 4 beers a night like I do, and then turn it on Friday, Saturday, and the occasional Sunday during football season. But you don't, even at that level, you don't go, you know what? Yeah, I'm getting fucked up today. I'm getting really fucked up, and achieve 0.77. It doesn't happen. You pass out, you puke, or you have alcohol poisoning when you get to like the low 3s.
Yeah. No, like you can't. I mean, me personally, like if I'm hungover and you want me to drink the next day, I'll do it. I'm not a bitch, but I'm gonna need you to hand me like a bloody or a mimosa. I'm not going straight to the hard stuff. I'm definitely not drinking a fucking beer. That's later. That's later in the day. I gotta ease in. Gotta dip my toe into the pool. Make sure the water's right, and then you just start fucking cannonballing.
Wait a minute. Is this okay? Hold on, because I distinctly remember meeting you at Slancha like 7 in the fucking morning to watch a Newcastle game and start drinking beers.
Sporting events and fucking holidays don't count.
Oh, okay.
That's totally off the fucking table. What I do to drown the sorrows of my shitty soccer team at 6 a.m. is none of anyone's business besides my own, Wesley.
All
so
right.
thank you.
All right. Didn't
mean
to get all personal.
Okay, Alan, how many breathalyzers have you ever taken?
Like actual ones? Like with the law? None.
Really? Okay. All right.
That Harbor one should have been it. Didn't happen.
With the law, 0.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess I'm in the minority here.
So tell us what's it like.
Well, okay. Again, I have never been. Well, I've never been arrested for any of these infractions, but I have blown into several breathalyzers before. I did get an alcohol citation when I was 18 years old. It's still on the records. I should probably try to get that expunged. I got a underage drinking citation at at West, the Calvert Manor old folks home right there in Rising Sun. And I can't remember what I blew. I think it was a .06, and I think was the legal limit, like for under 21 at the time. And then the best part is, so the cops like, all right, well look, can you call somebody to come get the car? And I called the mom of the guy that I was with. We had gone to a college party at the University of Delaware, and the Calvert Manor Nursing Home was the last stop before you got to Delaware. So that's where we parked the car. That's where we got dropped off. That's where we were sitting in the car when the Reds and the Blues popped up behind us. When I was on the radio, we did one of those campaigns for the drunk driving thing, where like the cop comes in and then you drink and then they talk. We did the whole radio show, and by the end, I blew a .22. Now, I don't think I've ever felt as fucked as I did blowing that .22, because I was going for high score. We were drinking moonshine. We were drinking beer. We were drinking everything there was to drink. But the best story that I have, we were leaving the Rendezvous West right there in Old Perryville, and there was a kid, and it was raining outside, and he always came in to play pool, and he lived down at Perry Point. And somebody's like, hey, we should give him a ride home. I mean, it is raining out. So give him a ride. We drive past the guard station. Homeboy says, oh, take a left here. Wrong way down a one-way street. Get pulled over on the way out by the guards. They didn't have a breathalyzer with them. So they're like, oh, we're going to have to call the Maryland State Police. It's like, come on, guys. I was like, just give me the skills test, man. Let me do that thing. So I passed that. And he's like, all right, well, you can call somebody to come pick up your car if you want. So I called Jimbo. And Jimbo and the cavalry comes down. And then right when Jimbo gets there, the Maryland State Trooper pulls up, and the guy's like, all right, just for my own personal, I just want to see what you would have blown. Like, all right, am I free to go? It's like, yeah, you're free to go. All right. .18.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Solid.
But I don't trust that, because I did not feel like a .18 at all. Yeah. I felt completely comfortable. I think and they were doing the 22-ounce big mugs at the VU that night. And I think I just put one down like right before we left, and I only had like 2 or 3 of them. So I don't trust those fucking things.
Well, I did one. I did like a personal one. I was in Coronado, California, with my cousin. That's the naval. It's the island that has a naval base off of San Diego. And we went bar hop, and we got back to this the house we were staying at. And then the person who owned the house heard us rooting around the liquor cabinet. So he came downstairs. This guy's probably in his 60s, gets all fucking like, what are you all doing? Oh, no, nothing. He's got bullshit. And then he proceeds to get us all fucked up. He has like rum from Barbados when he was there 10 years ago. He's got vodka from Ukraine when he was, somewhere else. Okay, cool. And then I couldn't operate a fucking can opener to get a can of tuna open to make a fucking tuna melt that I really wanted. Then when I finally I just stabbed it and then like kind of squeezed the tuna out onto the bread. then burnt it. Burnt the bread in a pan, and I had to push the plate on it, then forgot about it, and then almost set the fire alarm off. Yeah, I really the smoke detector. It was bad. And my cousin was like, how drunk are you? I got one of these. Like, 0.24.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Have any of you guys ever had absinthe before?
Yes.
I don't think the real deal stuff, but I've had commercial grade, which I think they've taken out. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but I've heard they've taken out some of the stuff that they consider hallucinogenic.
2005, they made it legal again in the States.
Okay. Huh.
But, well, I remember when eBay first came online, I found a seller in Ukraine. And it took like 4 weeks to get here. It was the Green Fairy absinthe. And let me just tell you something. Absinthe drunk is the cousin of regular drunk. Like, they're related, but they're not the same fucking DNA. I remember we sat there, we did the whole sugar cube thing, and I remember thinking, like, you're drunk in your mind. Your body's like fully functional. And it's like, what's going on here? And you're not slurring your speech, but your mind is as drunk as it can possibly be. And I remember taking one step off of a porch, and the next step was up off of my face because I just face planted. Because my body's ability to function was there, but my brain's ability to control the motor function was completely severed. There was nothing there. It's a pretty amazing feeling. You guys should give it a go.
Alan, you've tried it?
Yeah, I think a couple times. I'm pretty sure I had some in Colorado, but I definitely had some in England too.
Okay.
So, no, he's right. I mean, I didn't get all hammered off of it, but it does give you like a different kind of warm, fuzzy feeling than you're used to.
Sure. There was Murr, you came down to a number of the New Year's Day parties at the old Fox household. There was a good stretch where a lot of us, and by us I mean people our age, were coming down to party. You know, all right, my hangover's done. I'm coming down to get more booze. Trying to get to that 0.77, and we still had like a group of the elder statesmen and elder statesmen ladies, elder state ladies, whatever. That were still kind of semi down to get fucked up. You know, given the circumstances. But I remember Jeff Carr brought down some absinthe and was trying to get everyone to indulge. And there was a friend of my dad's, Redzy, who's probably 12 years older than my dad. And at this point, it's probably in his like late 60s, early 70s. We brought him up on the show before. And he's, whoa, yeah, you got some absinthe? And let me like bring this up. Redzy is from a thread where he probably he partied in his day and dialed it back when, you know, he got older and heard the word absinthe, and it was Pavlonian. It was like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, come on. Blah, 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 blah. Give me some more. And blah, blah. Yeah, got all kinds of fucked up. And I talked to my dad. He's like, hey, I mean, Reggie likes to get fucked up. That's the way he rolls, man. He can handle his shit. Yeah. Oh. All right, Murr. We blew our lead earlier, but you had given me the link to this site. Do you actually have it up? Can you read from it, or do you want me to read from it?
I mean, I can get it. I can get it up, Wes.
Sacramento mom says Catholic school expelled her 3 kids over her fans only account. So the mom sent 3 kids to Catholic school. I'm assuming in varying ages. They're probably not in the same school. And then they chuck the kids because she is running a hoo-hoo versus hee-hee account.
The principal at the Sacramento Sacred Heart Parish School says the family is no longer welcome, and they can't even pick up their things that they left in class. Crystal Jackson says that she and her husband take her, quote, hot mom persona and turn it into a profit. It started with a post on Reddit as a way to spice up their relationship. And then someone was like, hey, why don't you start an OnlyFans? Crystal Jackson said. They were like, what the heck is that? Now, more than a year later, she's known as Mrs. Poindexter online and is making up to $150,000 a month, selling access to photos and videos on her OnlyFans account. Some of the pictures include nudity, but not everyone is a fan. Quote, now it's kind of like we got caught. Here is our secret life exposed, she said. Mrs. Jackson says that last summer a group of moms found her site and started a campaign to get her 3 kids kicked out of the Sacred Heart Parish, a Catholic elementary school. At one point, the group sent anonymous envelopes, including her explicit... What kind of cunts do this?
That is... you stole the words from my mouth. And you know what this was? Is that... we talked about this earlier. One of the mothers, or one of the... whatever you call them, the no-mams, the PTA group that was against this. Glad you got that reference. Their husbands were watching this, and they caught them, and therefore then they're like, nope, not in my household, not in my community, not in my school, not anywhere, anything to do with my world. And yeah, we don't like to throw that word around too much, Mur, but I think this warrants that.
Speak for yourself.
I was going to say, I truly enjoy saying it. So.
100%.
If the middle class holes rely on anything as scholarly reference, it's TV and movies. And if TV and movies has taught us anything, those dudes were definitely paying a portion of homegirls $150,000 a month, and the wives got very upset. Yeah, it's just how it went down.
You don't, and I'm using air quotes for those who aren't watching this. You don't find this. This doesn't. You don't. You know what I mean?
No.
You don't stumble upon this.
Yeah. No.
Here's the thing. Fuck that school, because $150,000 a month is $1.8 million a year,
right?
Off of doing what you... Dude, think about this. The husband and wife's relationship...
Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Are you taxed with fans only?
I'm sure you are.
I think you have to file taxes, yes.
Well, yeah. I'm saying, so you're 1099, so, I mean, 1.8 million turns into, about 750, 800K, but okay. Maybe like a million. Maybe a cool mil.
I was going to say a cool mil. Let's just cut it at a cool mil, because that's almost 50%.
Sure.
Okay, so cool million a year. You've probably strengthened your relationship with your husband, because obviously he's into it too. Mm-hmm. So now you guys are sitting there doodling each other on camera, and you're something that you probably did less often until the camera got turned on. Now you're accepting money to watch this, so you're probably doing it more. Like, now it's almost like, ugh, not really feeling it tonight, babe, but guys got to do what guys got to do. Come on, Mrs. Poindexter. Time to sharpen this pencil.
Is this Buster, by the way? Is this first name Buster? I'm just curious.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
fair enough.
Buster Poindexter. I think he was gay, though, so that'd have been a whole different
Wait, was he?
OnlyFans site. I think so.
Man. Huh.
He was the guy. He was in, whatchamacallit, with Bill Murray, Scrooged, right? He was the cab driver, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he was in Let It Ride with Richard Dreyfuss. I know.
I think he was a grizzled gay man, but not that there's a problem with it. I'm just saying, like, it would just make a whole different OnlyFans site account.
Fair enough. Okay, so you were saying
some different shit.
So they're making a cool mill, a lot more than they had in the past.
Yeah, so what's the point in sending your kids to school? And the whole point to send your kids to school so they're successful and they can make a lot of money and the family is secure for, a generation to come, at least one generation to come. Now, if this continues for several years, you just secured your grandkids' future. Who cares? Pull your kids out of school, just homeschool them, whatever, get them certificates, set them up an OnlyFans account when they're 18, and make the family business, maybe not something to hang your hat on or be proud of, but I tell you what, $1 million a year, God bless you. Keep it up, baby.
I mean, I think the Kardashians sleep well at night. So,
yeah. In a fucking bed of money, sure.
Yeah, you can make it work.
You know what? Clean these sheets. Clean this bed of money sheets. I want new money. I don't want this old stuff.
But what I want them to do, Mrs. Poindexter, to do, is if what you said is true, where these other moms' husbands were paying into the OnlyFans account, I want them to now reveal that information to the school and be like, hey, I can take my clothes off all day, but not if, Mr. Johnson over here is paying for it. I wouldn't do it if he wasn't, and get all their fucking kids kicked out of school.
Yeah, I don't know. There, you'd have to look into the. There may be some. I won't say secretive clause. What do you call it? Like confidentiality type thing, agreement to the customer. You know, so if you're on the opposite end, I don't really know that though.
I don't think so.
No,
I mean, I don't think so. It's probably not true.
Okay.
They could probably air you out if they really want to. And I think, and probably they should. I don't know. If I was them though, making that kind of money, I might just walk up in there with like a wad of cash, and be like, "Oh yeah, principal. I know how schools work. What do you need? You wouldn't need what do you need? Some microscopes for the science lab? Here, bitch, take them and fucking get the fuck out of my face. Actually, kick them bitches out of school, or you don't get your microscopes." And that principal would be like, "All right, I'm sorry, guys. I got to kick y'all out. We're getting some fucking microscopes. They're expensive. And OnlyFans is paying for them.
We got to make it rain science up in this bitch."
Fuck it. Everybody's learning science, except your children, because you guys are fucking out. They're in.
We don't accept snitches around these parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they get ratted out.
Well, not just that, though. What kind of assholes send, like, explicit photos to a fucking Catholic priest? I mean, you can make all the Catholic priest jokes you want to make, but, I mean, you are sending, like, obviously very naughty photos to men of the cloth. Like, how is that okay? Can't you just say, "Hey, this chick's performing all sorts of smutty activity," and then if you... "Do you want to see it?" And if he's like, "Yeah." Okay, maybe send it to him.
Yeah. Okay, it's $14.99 a month. You have to use your own credit card. No, because this reminds me of like these broads with a manila envelope, you know, and they write on a magic marker, "Inconspicuous" or "Anonymous donation." Yeah. Ugh. God, disgust me. I don't know. Maybe I feel bad for the parents who are performing as kids a little bit. You know, I guess you're going to get made fun of. You're going to get like, you're going to get the ultimate Nelson Muntz all the time at school. But whatever. So my parents are rich now. Fuck you. You want to come to our pool, or you want to go to?
Right. I know. That's yeah. Like that's exactly it. Like fuck you. Even the kids get to be dicks. Yeah. Fuck you, kid. Like,
so my parents have sex.
Yogurts off lunch tables and shit. Fuck your Danimals, you bitch. Like,
yeah, my
parents are rich as shit.
My parents fuck. Too bad your parents gave that up years ago, asshole. Parents probably sleep in separate bedrooms.
And if it's a boy, I mean, what are you gonna say? Like, "Hey, your mom's hot and makes $1.8 million a year, douchebag." What kind of insults can be hurled at you? Really? I mean, yeah, your mom's a whore.
Are these
maybe.
Like middle school kids? Did we say like elementary?
It's elementary.
Yeah. You just got to ride that to high school, and then you show up in the fucking car mommy gave you for fucking your sweet 16, and you had a sweet 16 because you were fucking rich, and you're just like, fuck you guys. Check it. Yeah, my dad plows my mom on the internet. Totally fucking cool.
You know who popped up out of the fucking birthday cake? Not my mom, but some hot broad, though.
Some other hot broad. Check this fucking car out.
Well, we'll see. I want to follow up on this.
I do too, but my follow-up question was just kind of how we started the show was, could you see yourself doing something like this if you could make that kind of money?
Yes.
Wes?
Yeah, I think so. I think, 1 million to the tune of $1 million, 1.8, and then after taxes. Am I still working? Am I still got a 9 to 5?
I mean, I guess it depends on how dedicated you wanted to get to it. I mean, at that point, if I'm making $150,000 a month,
yeah,
I just no. I feel like I would then quit my job and then I would make $200,000 a month and dedicate some more time to it. Maybe some more electrolytes,
I don't think you make $150,000 a month doing it unless you're like your work day is banging and fucking whatever.
Right, but
whatever your OnlyFans want, you give them. That's what you're doing while your kids are at the Christian school that you pay for, that you fucking paid off with microscopes. You just do that all day. Then they come home and you make them dinners and you play Parcheesi or whatever it is kids do. You know what I mean? And you're good to go.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess it's like, well, I'm thinking long term. Is this sustainable? Is this 2 year, 3 year, 5 year? Is this 10 year? Are people going to want to watch my old rankly ass balls at 38 or 48?
No, probably not. But you got to think about it. I think like an athlete, cash in, invest, get a good money guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're good. And then you're good to go. Buy some real estate, whatever. I don't know what rich people do.
Yeah, and I agree with Alan, because I think what you need to do is you need to take your current salary and then multiply it by how many years you think you're going to continue to work and figure out what that number is. And if you can make that number in a shorter amount of time, then you could still just live this lifestyle that you have now, but you could be retired that many years earlier. You can't buy time, man. I've thought about this. If I won, my number is in the lottery, $2 million. That's all I need. I need $2 million flat out after taxes, and I don't have to work another day. Now, I can take a nice vacation every year. I can't buy a fucking Maserati. I could buy my Tesla, and I could finish my mortgage off, and I could pay for everything else like I normally do, but I wouldn't have to work another day in my life, and I would already be sustaining the same lifestyle that I'm living now, but I would have to go fucking grind it out for 8 to 10 hours every goddamn day. Have my soul sucked from my fucking body one time card punch at a time. So yeah, all I need is $2 million.
Yes. So I mean, if you're getting the soul sucked out of you, there's two different ways to do it. There's Murr's way and the OnlyFans way. The OnlyFans way sounds much better. That's all I'm saying.
Now listen up, fellas. Do you know the statistics on unprotected sex? Men are 3 to 5 times more likely to bust early. Don't be a pump and dump. Wrap it up. Now, back to more of the Middle Classholes.
All right, folks. Middle Classholes coming at you. Murr, Alan, me, Wes, Foxman. Murr, take it away, brother.
First things first, you gave yourself that nickname and now mock the nickname every time you say it about yourself. This is self-imposed.
Well, yeah. Semantics.
Well, you do know what time it is, but it's not time for 3 and Out. It's officially time for the second edition of your Fun Fact Friday. I have pulled 5 fun facts for you fuckers this Friday, and they read as such. Beginning with number 1. Did you know that this is being brought to you by the Shin Splints Recovery Group? You can find them on Facebook. Just head on over to Facebook.com and type in the Shin Splints Recovery Group. If you have any pain below your knee and above your ankle, they will get you all situated. They are international now, and they're getting more followers than us on a daily basis. Let's get to your Fun Fact Friday. Did you know that approximately 1 million marine species live in our oceans? But researchers estimate that over 600,000 of them haven't been formally described or named. And by my math, that's over 60%, which, again, opens the window for the existence of Bigfoot. Wes, what say you?
Yeah, underground exoskeleton abyss Deepfoot. You betcha. Yeah, that doesn't shock me because what were you gonna say, Alan?
I was gonna say I believe he's known as Aquafoot, but that's neither here nor there.
Right. I think because how far down you go in the ocean, we've only discovered so much. We've only scratched the surface of. I mean, that number is staggering to me. I wouldn't have guessed that, but now that you mention it, doesn't shock me because. Again, we can only go down so far as it is now. We can only have so many floodlights that don't get bursted, that don't burst under the pressure, and so many things that can withstand the pressure that deep. And then we kind of catch these things serendipitously. Some of them die and just float up. Like, hey, what the hell is this? And they've never seen them before. But yeah, sure, you ain't lying on that one, brother.
Yeah. Now, you know that James Cameron, the director of Titanic and Terminator films, he has been to the bottom of the Marianas Trench, the deepest gorge in the ocean.
Has he been to the bottom? Can you get to the bottom of it? I didn't even know you could do that.
They designed special submarines to get down there, and he's one of the first people to ever go to the lowest point that we have ever found in our oceans. So not only did he find the fucking Titanic, not only did he give us one of the greatest sci-fi action films of all time, he is also a deep oceanic explorer and has ventured to the furthest and lowest point that the Earth has to offer.
What was the greatest sci-fi? Well, Alan, did you have any comment on this exploration?
No, I mean that seems accurate.
Right.
It's most of the world is ocean. So yeah, and the only thing I will say is I don't think that, like Mur said, I don't think that this necessarily opens the door for an Aquafoot. But I definitely think that potentially there's a Godzilla. That's all I'm saying.
Right,
fair point.
Transparent and no bones, right?
I mean,
well, Wes, here's the thing, though. We've only found the Marianas Trench, right? Okay, so that's one trench, all right? Now, what's inside the cliff walls of the Marianas Trench? What if Godzilla or his cousin...
a cave.
Yeah. I mean, where the Earth is hollowed out, and inside are living titans of a bygone era, just waiting to be birthed through some sort of, I don't know, tectonic plate shift that then releases them from their deep sea grave.
Yeah, like I mean, so just for some perspective, the Marianas Trench goes down 36,000-ish feet, right?
Yeah.
The tallest iteration of Godzilla is 984 feet. So basically, he's just a fucking goldfish down there. Yeah. He's just hanging out. You know, he's like a fat Japanese koi, if you really want to be technical about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Godzilla. Well, what we're saying here really is that Wes, if you don't believe in Godzilla, this falls under the list of numerous things that you should believe in that you don't.
What I'm hoping for is that James Cameron revisits in said submarine, and they find what they think is a cave, and they're like, oh, "Look at this! We're gonna be explorers. We're gonna explore down here, and we're gonna find new species, and we're gonna be marine biologists like George Costanza, and people are gonna appreciate us." And then the worm that the Millennium Falcon went in and then nearly got eaten by happens to just like crunch the submarine into bits. Then I'll believe it. That would be more impressive than Bobcat Goldthwait coming off a fucking launching pad on a alien ship.
Well, and if you think about it, though, the Marianas Trench is that deep, and where are all of these extraterrestrial vehicles being spotted? In the Pacific. Wouldn't that be a great place to hide? I mean, one submarine that can see 10 feet in front of itself. I mean, what? Hey, guys, submarine's coming. You shift 10 feet to the left. Out of sight, out of mind. Just saying. Question number 2 in tonight's Fun Fact Friday. Just not a question at all, except for the first part where it says, did you know? Ravens can imitate human speech. Their voices are deep and similar to a man's voice, and some can learn to talk better than parrots. They're also able to mimic wolf and fox calls to lead wolves and foxes to a carcass they want to eat, but don't have the ability to open up. What? Fucking crows, man.
That second part is fucking mind-blowing. I mean, they are geniuses. And I did know the talking part because I think we've all seen Ace Ventura. So I think we all know its qualifications. But that's fucking bonkers.
Yeah, and I don't know if these are as domesticated as parrots, but why anyone would want to own a parrot that could potentially live till it's 75? In some cases, like 80, I've heard, if they're healthy. You know, I mean, that's like a lifelong companion. I don't know. I love pets. I think it would be great, but fuck, man, who wants to have a parrot just like shitting all over this cage? What's that?
I said a murder parrot at that.
Yeah, God.
How long do ravens and crows live?
You know what? I don't know the answer to that one. Yeah, look up raven, because I mean, a raven's really just a big crow. It's just that you know, everyone's racist, and ravens are black, so nobody wants to keep them around for extended periods of time.
That was it. Corvus Corvax, common raven. They about 15 years. 10 to 15 years.
See,
then that's perfect.
That's good. Yeah, the parrots. No, yeah, that's bad. I agree with you there. We almost brought one back from Nicaragua.
Oof.
I was not a fan.
Count your blessings, bro.
Wait, a parrot or a raven?
A parrot.
Oh yeah,
I don't think ravens are native to that region.
Okay, well,
I mean, they might be.
It's just parrots are all full of themselves. Like, look at me, my beautiful colors, and all this other bullshit. Ravens, though, I mean, they're obviously smart. They're crafty. I mean, that whole thing of like, hey, look, there's a dead rabbit on the ground. I can't open it up. And he fucking calls a wolf or a fox. Hey, why don't you open this motherfucker up, and then I'll just I'll eat the leftovers.
Wait, but you did it in a raven's voice. You said they'd mimic a wolf tone, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So they're like, ooh.
Well, I don't know if that's what wolves say when they want to eat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, wolves go pakark. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, sure. I'll take your word for it.
I didn't know you did. Wolves cluck like a chicken when there's a dead kill on the ground. Duh. Shithead.
Interesting. Huh?
Did you know the Rubik's Cube was invented because Erno Rubik wanted to build a structure with pieces that move independently without falling apart. He had no idea he was creating the best-selling toy of all time until he scrambled it and then tried to fix it. It took him a month to figure it out.
So, okay, Erno Rubik built that. Why?
He just built a structure, and then he colored it to make sure like it would move around and that all the pieces would move independently of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, "Oh shit, I fucked it up," and then he had to put it back to how it started. And it took him a month to figure out his own algorithm. He didn't even realize that he created an algorithm.
So Erno Rubik is dumber than a raven, is kind of what we're getting at right now.
I've never seen a raven solve a Rubik's Cube.
Well, they don't have hands.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
They call the wolves to do it.
They mimic human sounds, and then a human comes in and solves the Rubik's Cube instinctively.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but if I walk into a room and I see an unfinished Rubik's Cube, I do it.
By the way, when my kid was born and the only way he would sleep was like on my lap, I bought a Rubik's Cube and I learned to solve it. Now, I'm not like these fucking super dorks that can solve it in like half a second. The fastest I ever solved one was 4.5 minutes, and that was with a lot of practice. A lot of practice.
So hold on. So to recap, this guy built this not with this intention, and then that's what he got.
Correct. He was like a physicist and just a mathematician, and he just was like, well, I wonder if I can build this thing where all of these moving parts will move independently of each other in a cube form. And then, oopsie, how do I get it back together the way it was? And then he had to sit there and figure it out. And then I guess I don't know who told him to market it, but think about it. It's one of the best-selling toys of all time.
It's like Milton Bradley's like
Hasbro. Yes, somebody.
Listen, we would like to just
snakes
purchase this patent off of you. Well, that sounds like a lot of money. Me and the wife were contemplating having our own porn site for $200,000 a month, but that sounds okay.
We're just gonna solve Rubik's Cubes nude. Somebody would pay for it. I'm telling
you.
I don't think you're far off base.
No, not at all. Right? Not at all.
Like it just and in total silence. Like somebody would pay for it. It'd just be someone sitting in a chair nude, however they please, with like classical music playing in the background and just solving a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Sold. $150,000. There you go.
I see some mid-40s British chick who's still pretty well stacked for her age. She's wearing like wire rim glasses, has her hair in like a bonnet. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know rap battles have been around since the 5th century? Flighting was a ritual in which two people competed by exchanging insults in poetic verse, similar to modern freestyle battles between rappers. The insults were very provocative, and people often accused each other of cowardice and sexual perversion.
Cowardice.
Yeah, I mean, the apple hasn't fallen too far from the tree of the ancient forefathers of hip-hop battling. Now, whether or not it sounded so probably a lot more eloquent than what we know as a quote-unquote rap battle, but no, that's surprising to me. So poets went out into the street, they brought their best stuff, brought their best their best lyrics, and said something along the lines of like, I have fornicated with a lot of women, some of which some of the same women that you have fornicated with, and they have told me that you were subpar in your performance.
One of which was your mother. It's always your mama jokes.
Yeah.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
I heard recently that a raven instructed you to come into a room and finish a Rubik's Cube, you idiot.
Oh, God.
I do love hearing facts like this, though, because it shows you that we are not that evolved.
No.
Yeah.
We got to a point where humans are just humans. And I was reading a book about the human species, and like if you went back 10,000 years, we're pretty much the same fucking thing. Like you might not be able to communicate, but you're pretty much like dick and fart jokes. You're still gonna get. If you went back and tried to be a stand-up comedian in the year 10,000 BC, you'd probably get a fucking giggle with a dick and fart joke.
Yeah.
You'd probably be pretty solid.
I think that, Alan, tell me if you've seen this, that it's that fake rap battle that's gotten probably like a gajillion views on YouTube, where it's like, yo, I gave your girl my number. Psych, it was the wrong number. Like, oh, yeah.
I don't think I've seen that. No.
Oh, man. I'll show you that.
Yes.
And finally, did you know if you were sucked into space out of an airlock, your eyes wouldn't pop out of your body. You wouldn't explode either, like they do in the movies. You would likely pass out after about 15 seconds and then suffocate. Such a joyous image to end on.
God, I just want my eyes to pop out of my head and for me to blow up. Why do I have to? That's like drowning without the water.
Yeah, no, that's even, honestly, that's even more terrifying. Because like in the movies, it's like, and all of a sudden, like either they explode or their eyes pop out of their head, which just seems like so much trauma happening. Your brain doesn't have time to process it. But like, guess I'm dead. Here we go.
Yeah, that's got to be nope. Yeah, because like I don't know, I'm not. That's kind of like one on the list of ways I don't want to go is drowning. So that drifting into space is now on the list.
Can I terrify you more about drowning?
Sure.
So I just read something yesterday as I was researching your Fun Fact Friday. And it had to do with drowning. Apparently, you want to drown in fresh water. You don't want to drown in salt water. Because in salt water, apparently your body attempts to absorb the salt in the water, which then causes your lungs to bleed. And as you know, your lungs and blood carry oxygen, which allow you to be conscious for 10 minutes while suffocating and being fully conscious and aware of your impending doom while suffering immensely with a bleeding chest.
That's awful.
Yeah.
How'd they figure that out?
They don't show that in Michael Bay movies.
That's a great question. Now, if you do it in fresh water, your body tries to take the oxygen from the water, which it can't do, and then you just end up just fucking passing out immediately.
Yeah.
So you pass out and choke.
What's that?
You pass out, then you choke because you're ingesting water.
Yes.
Yeah.
You lose consciousness like within like 15 seconds of like inhaling the water in fresh water. Right. However, in salt water, you don't lose consciousness and you're awake for 10 minutes while you just suffer until your brain just dies from deprivation.
I'd rather be shot into space. I'd rather be.
Nah, there's probably, see, you say that, but there's probably something we don't know. Like, yeah, you suffocate, but the sub-zero temperatures of fucking deep space like freeze your lungs inside your body or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, there's something we don't know about space drowning that fucking is gonna be extremely unpleasant when we figure it out.
That'll be the new Michael Bay flick.
Space drowning?
I suppose. I think so.
Space drowning. Starting to
no, because if it's Michael Bay, you have to explode. You have no choice.
Space explosions.
Then a crow flies by you.
And that is another Fun Fact Friday.
Actually, I would like to add on to the Fun Fact Friday. Fun fact that doesn't have to do with deep space and worms and crows and drownings. Do you guys know that the Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma University placeholder got his ass kicked in a bar fight recently?
I heard.
Yeah. Alan, you had mentioned, you said when you were
Am I supposed to play dumb here? Oh, whatever do you speak of, Wesley?
Would you like to rap battle? Would you like to rap battle?
Thou doth done told me stories that I was aware of. He's also a wide receiver, by the way. Let's not downgrade the man too terribly much. Because if you say placeholder, then you're just thinking of some noob twat that doesn't know how to do anything athletic except for hold a football to the ground.
Okay, so they're at a bar, and they're at a bathroom at a bar at Oklahoma. I don't know what town OU is. Stillwater, I think. Anyway, there's no one's practicing COVID protocols. No masks are on. The bathroom's actually fucking jam packed. Him and his buddy start picking on a couple smaller fellas, and then said smaller fellas lay the fucking beat down on this motherfucker. Good for them. Alan, you had said, what is it? That guy looks a little scruffy, has cauliflower ear. You might want to pay attention to things like that before you start getting mouthy.
Yeah, those are just telltale signs. Like I think he's got the broken nose, like the flat, like the bridge of his nose is now just mushed into his cheeks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like these are usually solid signs that person has been involved in ass whoopings before,
right?
Both received and given. So yeah, something bad's about to happen, and something bad did happen.
Yeah, I like just think that with the cauliflower ear, it's just. If you don't have a wrestling background,
yeah,
you have to know that the fight's going to go to the ground.
Yeah, okay? I was going to say it's going to the ground.
It's going to the ground. They're going to try to double leg you, so you need to fucking get off first. And I'm not saying I'm not condoning sucker punching. I'm not condoning cold cocking. But what I'm going to say is, if you ain't got the ground game, I don't wrestle. I've never wrestled in my life. I'll tell you right now, I could fucking go. I weigh 210 pounds. I could wrestle against a 155er who has his shit together and get my fucking face mopped on the floor. You got to get off first and heavy and fast.
Well, and in any fight, confidence is a game changer. Immediately, the guy who's willing to throw the punch, you can't underestimate him, because that means he's thrown a punch before, because he's confident that what he's throwing is going to do some sort of damage. Now, he could be wrong, but I think that this is a consequence of being on a scholarship and cocky, and you're used to being bigger than people, sure. And you're not used to losing. You're not used to losing in a physical confrontation, and right. The rise of mixed martial arts in America should make you fear every man that you come in contact with. Rogan said it before. If everyone knew how to fight, we'd have less fights.
Yeah. And then you're also in a town where you probably can piss on someone and get away with it. You know, Oklahoma, I mean, that town and that region, maybe not pee on somebody. But come on, I mean, Oklahoma... It's just like Auburn. It's like Texas. It's like
no, I don't. No. What, you have to give me the reference here. Are you urinating on someone? Like you're gonna piss on? Like I what do you mean?
Well, that's the best thing I could come up with. But what I'm saying is that those towns eat, breathe, and sleep football. It's like South Bend, Indiana. If you're a football player there, you can pretty much march all over people.
I mean,
because no one's gonna retaliate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also think like Oklahoma's a pretty decent wrestling school. You know what I mean? Like, a wide receiver at Iowa isn't about to fuck with an Iowa wrestler.
No.
Because he should know that.
No.
You know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
and I think I'm pretty sure they've got, like, a couple... Oklahoma, from what I recall, usually has some guys inside the top 10, top 15 in the nation in wrestling. Now, I don't know that this kid wrestled at Oklahoma. I'm just saying the telltale signs were there from a person who's been around some wrestling, and no. Bad idea.
I also want to point out, are we going to watch the clip?
Oh, we can. Sure, yeah. But while I'm blithering here.
Well, I just want to say this, too. If the guy you're fucking with, if his friend is wearing a sweatsuit, he's not afraid to go to the ground in a men's bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough. Here we go.
They just get wrestler vibes, bro. Like,
I just love how they're having this little one-on-one. Like, hey, man, we're going to fuck this guy up or what? You ready to go?
Bam!
God, he got off like 4 punches in like a
get
second.
on the ground.
Buddy? Oh, young blood? Oh! Hey!
That's the problem.
Legs wrapped.
You get on the ground and you don't get to get back up.
Hey!
Like, normal people don't understand. Like, you can't just go to your knees and try to stand up. It's not allowed.
And homeboy's wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Gosh. And he just had his face in what looked to be
That would look terrible.
a pool of
That
urine.
guy's dead.
Well, the guy in the jean jacket's also wearing like the coat from Rocky IV that Rocky wore. Like
When he got off the plane to go fucking train against Drago, yeah.
yeah, the fur lapel.
Christ. Well, there you have it, folks. Alan, where can you find us at?
We're on social media and stuff. Usually places like Twitter and Instagram at MDL Classholes. Of course, Facebook, we are the Middle Classholes on that platform. And of course, for all your streaming needs, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Yeah, that's the last one. Does anybody use that? Please let us know.
Give us the fly-in. Okay. Next week is March 4th. We have some serious news coming up from the QAnon Q Report sector.
But, dude, quite frankly, we might be recording from a very different country than we're recording in right now. So, audience, tune in. It's going to be a good one.
Dude, and by the way, I'm glad we've kind of waited on this because there could be some more fuel to add to this fire because not only may Donald Trump be the 12th president of the United States, he might also be the 47th president of the United States because it sounds like post-impeachment, he might be running again.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover here. It's gonna... American politics might be tumultuous for the next decade or so. Just saying.
Yeah. It's all right. More for us. More for us here.
when we're broadcasting this via pirated internet streams to free countries. I don't know why we're devolving into a communist country, but something crazy is going to happen.
Be broadcasting on OnlyFans from a bunker in Nebraska.
In Stillwater, which is where Oklahoma State is.
Shit. All right, folks. Adios. Good night.